Greetings, salutations, Earthlings, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope everybody's taking care of themselves, and I hope everybody's taking that step every day to follow their dreams and to make their dreams into a reality. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about something personal, something that took me a while to comprehend what was going on. And at first I was really scared of these experiences because when I was younger I experienced things, but it didn't scare me because I wasn't really paying much mind to what it really was. I knew I was experiencing something that wasn't normal for a lot of people. People will consider normal, or like what people will consider like, oh, like you have issues in your head, you get me? But I guess for the past 2 years I've been experiencing this more frequently, and I thought at first, like, I thought a part of me, it was just a part of me, I guess my ego or whatever, like one side of me was thinking like, Kathy, like you're kind of losing your mind. But I feel like I was only feeling that like that because the world wants you to think if you experience these things that you're crazy or there's something wrong with you. But a greater part of me was like no, like was calming me down. I felt like if I didn't have that part of me, like I would have let these experiences drive me a little nuts, or like it would have drove me a little crazy. But I'm glad I have that part of me that held me down and guided me through these experiences. And my intentions of this video is not to like sound like I'm better than anyone, or to sound like I know everything, or you know, this and that, or to show off or whatever. My intention for this video is to help people. Like if you experience these things and you think like, nah, something's wrong, like you ignore them, it's like, no, like don't ignore the signs. You're like something greater than something is trying to communicate with you and help you and guide you, you get me? And it took me a while, like I said, to comprehend this, but now I understand like why I want to speak about my experiences, to spread that. It's basically like planting a seed of awareness. Like, you're not crazy, bro. Like, this is real. Like, we live in a world that really isn't what you really expect. Like, this is my new background, guys. Like, this is how I feel. Like, we do live in this sort of world that it just doesn't make sense. Like, a lot of things are going on. Like, I want to get into this in another video, but yeah, my intention is to help those people who are going through those things, to start like stop paying attention to the physical and stop being engaged in this materialistic world. It's more like get in tune with yourself, to heal yourself, and to let your, like, you know, to help yourself, to guide yourself, to get yourself out of the programming, the bad habits you've gotten into throughout the years, through trauma or whatever the case is, basically. So I'm gonna start off by, I don't know, I remember growing up, my mindset was really different. Like, I knew I was different, y'all. Like, I always knew I was, like, I felt like I was so important. I always felt like I have a greater mission here. And to this day, I feel like that. But now I'm starting to understand why I felt like that. Like, just the way I thought, like, it was so very philosophical. Like, I questioned everything, y'all. Like, everything. Like, I questioned the sky, the sun, like, I don't know, the people, like everything, y'all. And I'm glad I thought that way. But going into school and growing like in that school system, it really like boxed my mind, and it made me look like there was something wrong with me. And there was nothing wrong with me. I just didn't fit into the programming in the system, the school system, the Rockefeller school systems, you get me? So, you know, I think the first experience, like first I just knew the way I thought. One of the first experiences I had with, I want to say, this was definitely a spirit guide, or like an angel. I was 12 years old, and it was in this house, but it was in another room. Like, it was in a different room. And I was, my bed was right in front of me was a window. So I was laying down, and I thought I woke up. Like, it was such a weird, like, I woke up in a different, like, I don't want to say, like, a different realm, like a different plane, you get me? Like, you know how there's the astral plane, the physical plane, the spiritual plane. I woke up in a different plane, and I thought I was actually awake, like in I guess the physical. I remember I woke up and I texted a friend, and I said, I don't even know what I said. They're basic words. I was probably like, hey, good morning. And then like he texted me back, and I remember putting my phone down because something in front of my window caught my attention. Like, there was like this orb. It was orange. I remember. And it was just right by my window, just like there, like in the corner of the left corner. And it was just there, and I'm getting goosebumps. And it was just like moving, like slowly, like very slowly, like in a way, like, I don't know, dude. Thinking back to it, like, I'm getting goosebumps. So yeah, it was just moving, and it was there, and I really felt strongly that it was trying to like communicate with me. And I was like, I don't know, I was younger than, like, my mindset was different, but I wasn't scared of it. I felt comfort. The feeling, that orb gave me comfort. And I remember, like, it slowly started coming towards me, but like floating, like, so, like, it was like very like this, like drifting towards me. And I remember, like, it was getting closer to me because they wanted to tell me something. And then out of nowhere, my sister came in the room. Mind you that I'm not really like in the physical. She came in the room, she said something. When I realized that she was wearing clothes from like 2 days ago, so that's what threw me off. And she said something, then she walked out. And out of nowhere, like, I woke up, and that person that guy was texting, sent me the text. Then my sister came in wearing those same clothes. I'm like, yo, that was so weird. Like, it sounds simple, but like, I'm trying to explain it the best way I can so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. But I knew what I saw was like definitely something trying to speak to me. So growing up, when I was like from 12 to 14, 15, I would see like orbs like around me or in my room or like wherever I was sometimes, not everywhere. And sometimes it would be orange, it would be clear, or it would be like, they were all like, I remember there was a blue one, a purple one. The most recent one I saw, it was green, and it was in my room here, and I'm like, wow, like, I saw it clear as day. Like, that was a green orb. So yeah. And also growing up, like, my vision, like, whenever I look at something and look away, like, I'll still see the outlines of it, like the energy of it. Like, if I were to look at a person and I look away, like, if I stare them long enough, I could see their outlines for a while, and then it would slowly like move and then drift up and disappear. Sometimes it'll move up and come back down. Like, I would always see energy like that, like from objects, from items, from people, from light. It's easier to look at light and look away and keep still seeing it, but sometimes it'll stay there and it'll just move around, and it'll go up and then it'll disappear. So I guess that was from like 12 to like till now. I still see that, but it was more like when it started happening in a way. And I guess my first real experience didn't really come until like when I was 20 or 19. There's a big gap between those ages because I put myself in bad situations and I had a bad mindset, and my energy, like the way I was, my mental, my energy, like, it was very negative. It was very unhealthy. So I feel like I was like, what I was bringing in, what I was attracting was just negative energy, negative people, negative experience, and things like that. But I got sent when I was 17. I was in a mental hospital, and I'm gonna talk about this in another video. And I talked about this in another video too. I was talking about dreams where I had a message subliminally through like a sleep paralysis. And in the sleep paralysis, I saw a woman naked, and she was covered in blood, and she had a goat head and a pentagon right here, and she crawled up to me. Like, I wasn't scared, but I was scared. I remember I woke up and I'm like, I don't know, it gave me a weird comfort. So yeah, so back to my spirit guides. I'm sorry, I'm missing one more story. I forgot about this. So when I was 16, I was in my room. It was this room. I had this room since I was 16. And my bed, I have 2 big windows in the backyard right there. And my bed was like, the head of the bed was where, like, this is the window, this is my head. So I would be facing the wall. So I remember one day I was talking to 2 of my guy friends, and we were meeting up to probably go smoke later. And then I think after a conversation, I knocked out and fell asleep. And then it happened again. I woke up in a different plane, where I literally woke up and I was in the same position. My room looked so disordered, so weird. You know when you wake up and you have those dreams where you're in the same spot, or you wake up in a different plane and everything looks the same, but everything looks like out of place, you get me? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. When I speak truth, I get goosebumps, yo. So I woke up, and when I woke up in this plane, I was still on the phone with both of them. And we're still talking about meeting up. And I remember like, oh, I'm nervous talking about this. So I put my phone down, and then I don't know where, like, there was these 3 shadows. I'm sorry, I'm getting bad goosebumps, bro. I don't know if you guys can tell. Like, because it happened in this room, and I'm home alone. But my dog's there, so we chilling. Wifey. She's staring at something. Whatever. I'm low-key getting nervous. But whatever. So I remember, like, I put my phone down because I started feeling like a presence. And I saw these 3 dark shadows surrounding me. There was one here to the left of me, one to the right, and one in front of me. Like, right surrounding my bed, looking down at me. Like, I don't know if they were floating or they were just standing. I don't know how to explain it, but they were looking down at me. And I was just, like, looking at them, but they had no faces. They were just dark. They looked like dark, static shadows. Like you could look through them. Like, it just looked like static, like vibrations. Like, so weird. Like, that's what it looked like. And I was like, the thing about this, like, it didn't scare me. Like, in a way, it brought me a weird comfort. And, like, they didn't say anything. There was no messages. They just looked down at me. I don't know where, like, I woke up. And then, yeah. And, like, I woke up and I was still, like, in that same position, like, where I was in my dream. It was crazy. Like, I definitely woke up in a different plane. And I was like, oh, like, that was, I don't know what that was, but I felt like that was something trying to talk to me. I didn't feel negative, so I don't want to say, I don't know, that was definitely like a spirit trying to, probably looking over me. I don't know what it was, but I think the first time where I kind of physically saw their faces of my ancestors was when I was 20. I think I was 20. Yes, I was 20. I just turned 20. And I'm trying to make sure I was 20. Yes, I was 20. This was during COVID, so I met someone I really, really liked. Like, I really loved. I really felt for them hard. And this made me want to get out of the bad mindset I was in, to, like, basically change myself. You know, when you meet someone and you really, like, love or like them, like, you want to change yourself for the better so you can give them that love. So that's basically what was happening. And something really bad happened to me. This happened in March. This happened in April. I don't remember the exact same day. But 2 months before that, something bad happened to me, and I hid it from my partner. And I never told them what happened because I was really scared and afraid. I don't know, like, I don't know. This is another story for another time. But I just didn't tell him because I was basically afraid. I was scared to what he might think, or, like, I don't know. I guess it was trauma and fear holding me back from speaking the truth. And one night, like, I don't know, we were laying down in his house, and I didn't wake up. I was awake the whole night. Like, something was keeping me up. And I was like, damn, like, I'm not sleepy. Like, literally, I felt like something was keeping me up, like, keeping me awake for a reason. And I remember, like, looking at him. I'm like, y'all, I don't know. I just looked at him, and I'm like, I don't know. I just felt very weird. And I remember something was telling me to tell him. And mind you, it was 4 in the morning. It was 4:20 in the morning. That's how long I was up. And I was just watching him sleep, and, like, something kept insisting me to tell him what happened. Like, yo, tell him. Like, it was strong. I was like, damn, like, I have to. And I remember I looked out his window, and I saw my father's parents. And I never met them because, sadly, unfortunately, they passed away when I was 2 years old. And I never met them because they were in Mexico when I was here. So I remember looking outside his window, and I saw their outline, and they were, like, holding each other. I'm sorry, my video cut off, but I was saying, like, they were really encouraging me strongly, and I couldn't ignore that. Like, I could have not just ignored that and not tell them. I was like, damn, I really have to tell them, like, this is very serious. And I don't know, like, I don't know. So I remember I woke him up, and he woke up like, yeah, what's wrong? He woke up so quick, and he was, like, so quick to comfort me. And he looked at me, I'm like, damn, I look into his eyes, and I'm like, damn, like, they're not about to be the same after I tell him what happened. So after that, I remember he took it really bad, and I remember, like, it was bad. He was very upset, very angry. Like, I released some of his traumas, and I also released some of his demons, to the point where, like, he was kind of like, yelling at me, and I remember looking at him, and I was looking at him, and he looked at me, and I literally physically saw his shadow, or whatever it was, a demon, a shadow, literally lift his body, and it looked like the shadow I saw, like, from my, when I told you before, like, in my room, like, 3 of them. It looked like that, but it was, like, darker and taller. It walked out, like, what? It just came out of him. It walked out of him. It had no face. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. It looked at me, and it went like this, like, and then it just walked through his, mind you, he's in the 2nd floor. It walked through his door, through his window, and it left. And I was like, damn, I literally saw his shadow, y'all. It was very, I was like, damn, like, I felt like I messed up, but in reality, I really didn't. It was just the way he took it. And I don't know, it was just crazy. So that was when first time I actually physically, like, saw them. And after that, I started experiencing a lot of psychic things, and that's for another video. That's probably gonna be in my my next 2 videos. I really want to talk about it, my experiences with my psychic abilities and my psychic. So yeah, and then I think after that, I was experiencing a lot of things. Like I said, I'm saving it for the next video. I want to say last summer, I was with a group of friends, and we all decided I talked about this in my second, this is really my second video on my channel. It's called A Glitch in the Matrix, but I'm gonna just rephrase it now. So basically, we all took a tab, and for me, tabs never really ever hit me. What's that? Visually. It would hit me emotionally a lot. But it wasn't until last year when it started hitting me visually. So I remember we took a tab, and we took it like around 10. It hit us like around before 11, and then you were just vibing, having a good time. We were painting, and we're watching an anime movie. I decided to watch because I wanted to. I was literally trying to subliminally tell them a message through that anime, basically. And I remember, like, I don't know where it was, 3 o'clock, and I started feeling very, very weird. It was definitely, people were gonna, I don't want anyone to think it was the acid, because I know what I experienced. I just know the acid helped me see it and understand it clearer. So that's why in my second video when I made it my channel, I didn't say it was acid, because I didn't want anyone to think that it was just acid. I was just tripping. Like, no. Like, I know, you know when you know, you get me? And I don't care what anyone thinks. So now I can say, like, I don't care, you get me? So it was 3:30. I remember the time, and I started feeling off. Like, I don't know. I was feeling weird. I felt my soul trying to leave my body. And that's literally what was happening. I was sitting down, I don't know where, like, I was out. And then I remember I kept trying to come back. So I held on to my friend. She just held me, like, you know. I didn't tell her anything. She just held me. I'm like, that made me feel better. It made me feel comfortable. So I guess, I was trying to get back in my body to the point where, like, I was like, whatever. I didn't say whatever. It just happened. Like, I remember I left Earth. I literally left Earth. Like, Earth looked like this. It literally looked like we were, like, in a hologram. It looked like we were in a stimulation, y'all. Like, I remember, like, looking down at Earth. It looked like I was looking through a hologram. Like, that's the only way I could explain it. And I remember I left Earth. Okay, I'm gonna get emotional. I might. But I remember I left Earth, and I was in space. I was outside of Earth. And I remember I was in the center, and surrounding me were my ancestors. Like, they came deep. There was more than 300. There was probably, like, endless ancestors, and I was in the center, and they were hugging me. I could see the outlines of all of them. They looked white, like, they looked like white spirits, and they were hugging me, all of them, and I was just there taking all the love, and they were showing me the love they have for me. Like, they told me they loved me. Like, it wasn't, like, through words, it was through the mind. Like, I didn't even feel telepathic. It just felt like, it was within me, but it was, I don't know how to explain it. I guess telepathic is the only way, but it felt deeper than that, you get me? It felt way deeper than just, speaking through someone's mind, through someone else. Like, it just felt way deeper than that. They were telling me they loved me. They were showing me that love. I felt their love. They were telling me to spread the message of love. Like, they were telling me that's why I came back to Earth. You see this? They told me that's the only reason I'm here, to spread the message of love, to spread awareness, to basically, yeah, to spread awareness, spread love, to speak the truth, to share my knowledge. I have a lot of inner knowledge I would love to share. This is why I made my channel. This is what my whole channel is about. Raising awareness, spreading the truth, opening your mind, and spreading love, basically. They were telling me that, they were encouraging me, and they told me like something bad is gonna happen soon. I don't think they meant, I don't know, I didn't feel like in my lifetime, but I do believe in reincarnation and reoccurrence, where we do come back as different people if they've experienced. Because my one, oh yeah, that's the next story. And yeah, that's what they're telling me to do. They're like, something bad is happening. I feel like in this life, my life, until I die, there's gonna be major changes in this world, and it's up to literally us to fight that, to change the world. Like, we have to heal ourselves and change ourselves in order to change the world. And yeah, that was their message to me. And I remember behind me was the sun, literally like this picture, like I literally it's Earth, like the hologram, and then behind me was the sun, and the sun was speaking to me. It was telling me to look back at me. I felt it behind me. I didn't look. I didn't know it was there because I didn't look. I didn't see it there. It was more like I knew what it was. The sun. It was like, look back, look at me, like to look into the light. Yo, oh my God, now I understand. It was basically telling me to look into the light, and I was like, I really wanted to, but a part of me, a big part of me was like, don't. Like, I still have to be here on Earth. I felt like if I did look, something would have happened to me. Like, I don't know. My theory is I probably would have physically died, but I would have been into the light, or something would have been wrong with my mental, because maybe it was too much for me to know at the time. So I didn't look back. I really wanted to. And the crazy part about this experience is that it was 333 when I left my body. I'm an Aquarius. It was a full moon in Aquarius. And the sun was 11 degrees. The sun was 11 degrees towards, I don't know, the Earth. I don't remember, but my soul number is 11. So 11, full moon in Aquarius, my sign, 333. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. Not a coincidence. I do not believe in coincidences. So yeah, I remember I came back to Earth, and my body naturally made a position to respect my ancestors. I remember like my body forced me. Like, I remember my hand was between me. I was bowing down. And I remember what came out of me was, we should respect our ancestors right now. And my friends looked at me like, and I was like, damn, that's how I know what experience was real. And I think later on that summer, or 2 months, I'm sorry, I'm messing up the timeline. So 2 months before that, a month before that, I went to Florida. I went to Florida with my sister and 2 of my friends at the time. And whatever, we were in, I don't remember, whatever, we were in Florida, we're staying in an Airbnb. And there's one night, the last night before we left, I'm pretty sure, something was keeping me up again. Something. And like I said, I wasn't sleepy, but I wanted to sleep. But something within me, like my soul was up. It was up. It was like, stay up, stay up. Something was, like I said, like my last time, something was telling me to stay up. So I stayed up. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what should I do? And that way, like, it guides me on what to do. Like, my spirit guides. Listen to this. This was my spirit guide. They were like, basically I went online, and they were telling me to search up like reoccurrence and reincarnation. I made a video about this on my channel too. And they were just telling me to search it up, to get into it. And I was doing deep research. And I don't remember the name of the guy, but he explained what it really was. And then I know where I found a lot of pictures to physically show me what it is. And I was like, damn, like, we really are all connected, yo. And it's crazy how we are our ancestors, we are our mothers, we are our sisters, we're all connected. And then yeah, it showed me that reincarnation, reoccurrence is true. And listen to this part. The crazy thing that every time I try to close my eyes, oh, goosebumps again, I would see an outline of a woman. She looked, I don't want to compare it, but for you guys to get an image in your head, she kind of looked like she dressed like the Virgin Mary. Like, she had, she probably was, she had like the thingy over her head, and like, the way she looked was giving me Virgin Mary vibes. And I was like, every time I closed my eyes, like, that's all I saw, clear as like a whole person was in front of me. And yeah, that was crazy. And I remember when I figured out everything, I was like, I felt something within me, like my energy finally got tired. And I'm like, damn, I want to go to sleep. So I remember I went to the room where me and my sister were sleeping, and by this time the sun was up. It was literally like 6:30. It was 7. It was 7. It was 6 or 7. I remember the sun was all the way up. And then I tried to go to sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her. Like, she was not letting me sleep. My spirit guide was not letting me sleep, yo. And then I was like, damn, I gotta stop feeling that fear. Like, I'm okay. Everything's good. Like, she showed me some truth. Like, thank you so much. And now I think about it, I should really search up what. That felt like definitely, I was a spirit. I was a spirit. And that was a good spirit guide trying to show me the truth. And that's what my whole channel is about, the truth. I already made a video on reincarnation, reoccurrence. But yeah, that was crazy. And yeah, I couldn't sleep that night. And I remember that night we were road tripping back. We road tripped from Jersey to Florida, from Florida to New Jersey. I remember I kept seeing things. I kept seeing the same numbers. And yeah. Also, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that growing up, my spirit guides and angels, they would speak to me through numbers. Like, the first numbers I remember seeing, of course, the most basic, but it was 11, 11, 11, 17, 11, 22, 11, 48. Those are my numbers. And my life path number is 4. My expression number is an 8. And my soul number is an 11. There's no coincidence in that yet again. And my lucky number was always 17. 17 was everything. Like, everything in my life was 17. Everything. And yeah, I think one other story, this was, okay, I don't want to make this video too long, but I don't know if I should cut it here or not. I don't know, guys. Hold on, let me think. So yes, I am gonna cut it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna make a part 2 talking about, I think, 3 more experiences I had. And these experiences were very, like, it was crazy. I really want to talk about them. Like, the ones I experienced and I just told you were pretty cool. They were pretty crazy. But these really confirmed everything to the point where, like, oh my god, I just can't wait to share it with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I hope you guys really took something from this, from my experiences, and not related to your life. Hell no, I would never say compare me to your life. No, it was more like if you ever feel or see something, like something strongly trying to talk to you or guide you or communicate with you, first of all, protect yourself and make sure it's something good. Because there's a lot of times, there's a lot of spirits that I'm like scratching my nose. There's a lot of spirits that may appear like light, but in reality they're not. They're low entity spirits, low vibrational spirits, and they will trick you. A lot of spirits are tricky. They can trick you. Like, they tricked me once and it was crazy. Like, I remember I thought it was something good, but I should have realized it was something bad because it was literally hurting my arm. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I thought something was grabbing my arm, and I thought it was someone in my family. I was so convinced because I experienced a lot of things, but it was that dark shadow. It was that dark shadow I saw come out of that person I loved before. And it was tricking, it was tricking themselves to me that it was light, but it was dark. And I should have known. I should have saw a sign because I was literally in pain. My veins were in pain. But I ignored it. And then nothing bad happened to me. But I remember, like, I started feeling like I was literally dying. Like, I caught coronavirus. Like, I don't know. I was thinking bad things. Like, I thought I felt so strong, like I was dying. And that's what I got for not protecting myself, for not thinking that everything is good. Because, you know, like I said, not everything you experience is, like, good. It could be something trying to trick you, manipulate you, try to take over you. So definitely be careful. I'm not here telling you to go do this and that. I'm encouraging you guys to follow your dreams, listen to your heart, listen to the signs, pay attention to the signs, because they're real, they're true, and there are a lot of people on the other side that are trying to help you become the best version of yourself, help you accomplish your goals, your dreams, help you to change yourself, change your world, heal yourself, and change your family. Like, whatever you need healing in, like, they will help you. They're here to help you. They're not here to do anything but help you in the best positive way. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really can't wait to make a part 2, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please stay safe, and please take care of yourself, and stay protected, and stay blessed. And yeah, live life to the fullest. I'll see you on my next video.